What is up, everybody? I'm the Retro Nerd, and welcome to another episode of Retro Night. And this time around, we are playing Marvel Nemesis. Marvel Nemesis: Rise of the Imperfects for the Nintendo Gamecube. Now, I've never played the Nintendo Gamecube version, which is a big letdown for me because I actually used to own this on the PSP. And on the PSP, it's pretty much nothing more than a fighting game. Now on the Gamecube, as you see, well, you'll get to it where I'll do some fighting. That's true. But this one is more like explore different areas, like New York. Like right now, I'm actually in the X Mansion, stuff like that. I'm actually playing as Wolverine right now. Yeah, you do have combat, but this combat's more 3D. You can go around wherever you want. I mean, the PSP was like that, but it was set down more to where it had an enclosed space. It's like, alright, this is where you can fight, and you move around 3D and pick up stuff. But in this, I can roam around back to the hallways and stuff that I was previously in, and have the enemies chase after me or whatever. But I like this one better than the PSP one so far because of the fact I was playing this for a little bit to at least get a little bit past the intro and all that stuff, because I knew this was going to be a Retro Night, and I was like, I really don't want to have like the intro or any of the story, because with Retro Night it's just me playing the game, pretty much like demoing it out for you, and it's like, here you go, here's, excuse me, just had dinner. It's a hamburger helper. It's got like rice and cheese and you got the, what are they, Fritos? Yeah, Fritos. Almost like a Frito pie type thing, but it's really good. But anyways, fuck, what was I trying to say? Damn it, I hate this. Pretty much, I like this game, and like I said, I was playing it for a little bit just to get past the story, blah blah blah, because I knew this was going to be a Retro Night episode, and with Retro Night, it's just like me playing a little bit of the game, giving you an idea of what this game is like, to see if you as an owner of like one of these consoles, like the Gamecube or the PSP or something like that, actually want to sit down and actually play through this game, because there's a lot of shitty games nowadays where you spend $60 on you, it's just like, was it even worth it? So that's what Retro Night is, and that's what like the Retro Nerd Plays is and stuff like that. It's collaborating time. That's all these shows are, pretty much like me playing a game for a little bit, or me playing through a whole game just for, doing some Let's Plays and me having fun with a game that I haven't played in maybe a while or something like that. But mainly these episodes are done for people to know what the game looks like and how it works and stuff like that, and see if they would be interested in it. And this one for the Gamecube, I like it. I think it's actually a pretty decent game. It does control a little, controls are a little clunky, not so much sluggish. It's like when you move your character around, it's like if your character's almost like if he's running on ice. So it's like kind of hard to stop and then like turn and go after the enemy or some shit like that. So, but anyways, let's get the rundown for some of your Marvel characters that you can play as in this game. So you got Daredevil, you got Elektra, you got Human Torch, you got Iron Man, you got Magneto, you got Spider-Man, you got Storm, Thing, Venom, and Wolverine. And then for the evil Imperfects, because yes, this game does have like a verse mode in this. You will unlock some of these, you'll unlock characters as you go along through the story. But for the Imperfects, who are the villains of this series, and there's actually comic books that Marvel did for this game as well. Alright, so for the Imperfects, you got Brigade, you got Vault Zone, you got Hazmat, you got Johnny Ohm, you got Niles Van Rokel, you got Paragon, you got Solara, alright, and the Wink. Now the one I remember, actually there's two of them I remember, Johnny Ohm he uses electricity. He was actually my favorite character to play as on the PSP one because he had some, I don't know, it was just like cool moves and stuff like that, and he was easy to attack with. I remember him, he uses electricity, and then Hazmat is sort of like a combination of Spider-Man and Venom. But he uses, like, he can shoot webs and stuff like Spider-Man and Venom as well, but they're like toxic waste type things, so that was kind of unique as well. But yeah, for something Marvel wanted to try to do something original and have EA make some original supervillains for this game, it was actually kind of cool. And then Marvel doing, you know, the comic books and all that stuff for it as well is also kind of cool as well. But it's a good game. I like it because it's like here you go, choose a part of the story, because you start off as the Thing, and then once you beat I think 1 or 2 levels with the Thing, you'll unlock Wolverine and so forth and so forth. But what I like that they did is, like, each character is in a certain part of New York or in a certain building or something like that, and they have to encounter one of these Imperfects, and you know, you get to explore, you get to run across walls over lasers, like you guys saw me get past the security systems and all that stuff. And it's just cool how they did, like, well, it's part exploring, but it's also part, you know, fighting as well, which is cool. And you know, each character has his own attacks. Like Wolverine, you actually have to hold down the right trigger to actually unleash his claws, and if you don't hold it down, he actually just fights bare knuckle. If you hold it down, Wolverine actually has his claws out and stuff like that. I think that's because right trigger is actually the trigger for activating people's, like, special powers, like stuff like that. Like Spider-Man could use his webs, and Iron Man probably uses repulsor blast and all that. Now, if you don't want to play the Gamecube version, I recommend the PSP as well. It was still a pretty good game. I played a lot and a lot. I think I unlocked most of the characters, and then the last character I think I got was Magneto or something like that. But anyways, yeah, so if you get the PSP version, instead of Daredevil and Human Torch, you actually get Captain America and Dr. Doom in that version, so that's cool. That they, like, well, if you don't play the Gamecube one, if you get this one, you'll play as Captain America and Dr. Doom instead of the Human Torch and Daredevil, which are kind of, like, for me, I would take Human Torch over Dr. Doom. For me, I would take Captain America over Daredevil. I wish Cap was actually in the Marvel Nemesis for Gamecube one. It would have been 10 times cooler. I would have liked it a little bit because, you know, Captain America is one of my favorites. It's cool that he's in the PSP one, but I'd rather him be in the cooler looking game than just a fighting game. So, it's just my opinion. But anyways, guys, I've been the Retro Nerd. This has been an episode of Retro Night, and we were playing Marvel I did it again. Marvel Nemesis, Rise of the Imperfects. Yeah. Hopefully I don't fuck up any more words. Anyways, guys, Retro Nerd out.